In this video, we're gonna design, model a cool industrial concept, and we're gonna use our add-on Materialworks to texture it. Now, we recently ran a really awesome update to this add-on, which allows you to use edgeware, damage, etc. And I'm gonna show you how awesome it is. Let's go. Now, before we start, let me tell you that if you're a beginner in Blender, I highly recommend you grab our Jumpstart Hard Surface in Blender course, which will give you all the foundations for Blender and hard surface, including modeling, rendering, the UI, everything. It's a free course, link is in the video description. Enjoy. So we're gonna model first, and I'm gonna show you how to texture it. I'm gonna be using Materialworks, our Blender Bros add-on. And I'm gonna show you a new feature, which is edgeware and damage. So let's grab a quad sphere, Control 1 to apply subdivision, and let's just Control A to apply this. And we're going to move it up, and we're going to slice it with box cutter. So let's slice it in here, maybe somewhere here. So X and slash it. And then we're going to select both and operations Control Sharpen to apply this, and then click Alt click. If you don't have Mesh Machine, then you're gonna have a bad day. If you do have a Mesh Machine, enable experimental feature, which is called Offset Cut. Set it to a positive under Preferences, okay? And if you don't know how to do it, watch my tutorial on that. I have a lot of tuts on Mesh Machine. Here, let's make a chamfer, click Alt click and Y and Boolean cleanup. And we're gonna clean that up. And here, we're going to do the same, click Alt click Y, offset cut. And yeah, we're gonna run the chamfer too. And click Alt click Y and Boolean cleanup. And scroll your mouse, because we wanna affect these, yeah? And then we're gonna run the bevel here, like a small one. Don't make it too big of a bevel, because you're going to... Bevel will not work in here. This is fun, actually. Because when you're gonna make it too big of a bevel, you will start overshooting, yeah? So just go easy. And here we will need to run bevel weight, otherwise bevel will not work, okay? So let's switch it to... angle to weight, and now it's peachy. And again, don't make this bevel too large, yeah? Cool, so this is awesome. And then let me just see this here. Let's just grab this one, and we're going to actually extrude it and scale it. And I'm going to Shift S into geometry, and I'm gonna scale that, right this, right? And grab this one, insert it, and extrude it. Cool, so you got something like this. Let's just mirror this and mirror this across, and we're good to go, right? Now here on the side, what we're gonna need is the a cut. So let's go with mesh and the cylinder, and let's grab, I don't know, foes should be enough. Let's move the cursor up, so Shift S with machine tools and to select it, and this one to cursor. And again, if you don't know how to use machine tools, I have two massive videos on that, so go ahead and watch them. I'm not gonna be repeating the same shit in every single video. So here we're going to scale that and move it out here, and then difference this, select this cutter, and settings and Shift to shade solid, scale it just a little bit. And we're good to go. We're gonna sharpen that, click Alt click here, Y, offset cut, and we're going to enable smooth and also turn off the optimization, okay? And we're going to actually run another chamfer here, like this, and then click Alt click and Boolean cleanup and clean this bitch up. There we go. This one can be closer, so G, Y. And then we're gonna chamfer this and, you know, create something like this, and we're good to go. And we need to copy to the other side, and boom, right? So we got this going on. Awesome, let's just save it. So I'm going to nuke this rubbish and save it and run the power save. Power save is a fantastic add-on. Use it, it's free. So no more whining, yeah? No more whining. I had people whine, oh, this add-on costs money. Well, you know, good stuff costs money, okay? B, should spend money on everything except women. If you spend money on women, you're doing it wrong. Okay, sharpen here, click, alt, click, and offset cut. And just run the chamfer here too. Click, alt, click, Y. Boolean cleanup, peachy. Same here, sharpen, click, alt, click. Y, offset cut. And you see, when you have like an offset cut running really close to another edge, you might have a bad day. So just decrease it slightly and you're gonna have a good day. So there you go. Don't make your life too difficult, make your life easy. Do you know what I mean? So boolean cleanup, boom. And we're gonna run a bevel here, which will not work because we need to also run the what you call this thing. We need to run the B weight in here, and the bevel is too big because it's overshooting, so make it a bit smaller. Run the bevel here, which will not work. So do the same thing here. Mark it and switch bevel from yeah, it's weight. Okay, so it's fine, and we good. Peachy, that is actually really cool, awesome. And we're gonna have one more cut from the top. So cylinder, scale it, move it up here, and sharpen this. And actually, we're gonna run with the U. Good question. Fuck it, let's run a union. Okay, before we run a union, let's run a loop here. And then we're gonna run a union, okay? So click, shift click, and Boolean's union. And then we're going to sharpen this, click, alt, click, and let's just move this one up a little bit. So GG, click, alt, click, Y, and let's run offset cut and just run a bevel. You can see that this edge isn't straight, man. So let's just straighten it like that and then run a bevel, right? Actually, hang on. Let's just do this one. Alt A and boom. And then Y offset cut. There we go. Then bevel like this. Peachy, click, alt, click here. And we need to bring this edge closer, yeah, to mitigate all the shading issues. And then we're gonna run a Boolean cleanup, right? Like this, and click, alt, click, and Boolean cleanup, and Bob's your uncle. Okay, peachy now. So here on the top, let's drop this, and let's run a chamfer, right? And this is gonna be the opening for whatever is inside. Awesome. So now we need a base. So let's grab a plane and drop it down and make it larger and apply scale and solidify it down. So here in the side view, we're going to go to D and turn off cyclic and run something like this. And if this video is too fast for you, then you're watching a wrong video. You should be watching a sci-fi terminal design in Blender, which is for people who know a bit about add-ons, but are still confused about life, okay? So watch that instead, right? Space, and then we're gonna move this here. And we're gonna cut it, right? So D and, just slice it like this and sharpen this. Actually, not sharpen, multiply, boom. And we're gonna run two chamfers here like this, right? And mirror to the other side. And then we're gonna run the bevel on this one and we're gonna cut it. So what we're gonna do is grab this this bit here and we're gonna go to Q and mesh tools and we're gonna run selection to boolean, scale it a bit, okay, click, and then run a boolean and click, and then we're gonna cut it. Yes, so grab this cyclic again here, right? And we're gonna slice it, so press T and make it wider and move it somewhere here and slash it, and then we're gonna run a narrower one here, so like this, right? And slash it, and then we're gonna run one more here like this, and then we're going to mirror this, okay, to the other side and mirror this one to the other side. Okay, and there you go. And let's just bevel this and then we're gonna mirror it to this side. Okay, so that should do. Okay, and then we're gonna have this side here to support this construction. So I mean this, this container, whatever it is. So make it narrower and maybe lower here on Z, somewhere here, and this one is a little bit too thick, so move it in. There we go. Then we're gonna apply scale and grab these two and sort of run them up. Run a loop here in the middle, so let's just cut it. So go to square and cut it, press K, slice, and then we're gonna narrow this one down like this, just to make it more interesting. And we're gonna grab these two edges here and bevel. Boom, then we're gonna run a chamfer here, because why not? After all, it's Friday. And bevel and weighted normals. Never forget weighted normals, because reasons. It's gonna flex your geo, gonna look better. We can enable snapping tool with dots, and let's just switch it to cut. Let's go to local. Here and then GY, boom, and shift. If you hold shift and scroll up, you will increase the number of verts here. Maybe 44 is enough, and then press J because we want to merge it. Press E, E, and do something like this. Let me see how this looks. This looks pretty decent, so let's apply this. Let's move it a little bit further away and, chamfer this. And here we can just, insert it like that. And here we're gonna run EM macro, just one outside like this, and maybe we can run one more here as well. So actually, one more here, why not? So yeah, macro, boom, and this one needs to connect somehow, right? So let's just grab this, insert it and extrude it like this. So it's gonna connect. And let's run some bevel here on it, boom, right? And then we need to mirror this to the other side. Okay, so this is one side of things, and now we need some kind of a, I don't know, some kind of a thing here in the middle. So maybe something like this. Here, make it taller, goes in the ground, and go to the side view, and let's just extrude it like this and move it here, and then Alt R. This is with paid version of machine tools. If you don't have it, get it, because it's really good. And extrude it in here. It's called edge constraint. Okay, you enable it on the preferences if you have machine tools Deus Ex. And like I said, if you don't have it, get it, because it's good. Here, go to the top view, and let's just actually make it a bit wider, and then we're gonna slice it, okay, like this, right? So here, press B, and boom, right? And then apply it, okay? I'm gonna run a chamfer here, but before we do that, let's actually round up these corners. So round them up, and also round up this one, right? And then Alt X. I'm gonna clean mesh because you have some beef in here. So let's go here and operations clean mesh, peachy, and then we're going to run a Alt click here and sharpen, and then run a chamfer here, run a chamfer here, and run a small one here on the bottom, right? And then weighted normals and bevel. Okay, cool. So that's that, and this is a little bit too tall, so we're gonna make it a little bit shorter, and we of course gonna cut it here because we don't need that, and apply this, and Blender's gonna crush. So let's recover it. Now let's see if power save actually worked. If it didn't, I'm gonna be fucking annoyed. But let's see that. So let's just pop it in here, and let's see. So Control S and most recent, and boom. Well, we're working faster than power save can save, so we can change your interval to 1 minute. Okay, 60 seconds is gonna be better. Maybe we can make a better design here. So let's see. Okay, so let's grab this one and GZ, move it here, E, and maybe you know what I can do? I can actually slice it like this with an end gun, and then apply it, and then extrude it like this, right? And then slice it with an end gun, right? And then apply it. And so if you don't have edge constraint, which I mentioned before, this is how you can do it. Move it higher here, and we're going to slice it from the top like this, and this should be peachy. And sharpen this, and let's just make it longer, right? So GZ and drop it into the ground. Yeah, cool. And now we're gonna make it a little bit wider, and we're going to cut it. So cut it here, B, and I'm going to slice it like this, and let's just apply it. Yeah. Now here, what I want is I want an edge here in the middle, just, you know, want to run some different design here. I'll show you in a minute how to do it. So let's just first do this, and then Alt X, and let's go to Operations, Clean Mesh. And then what we're gonna do is turn on the cavity because it's gone again. Then we're gonna remove this face here, right? And we're gonna run faces manually. So just press F and I'm gonna fill out. Now I can run an edge here in the middle. I can split it, right? And I can do something like this, right? You know what I mean? Just don't overdo it because you're gonna clench this corner here. Yeah? Don't overdo it. Be careful with this stuff. Alt X to the other side. Let's run a chamfer on the outside. So, you know, chamfer here, click, Alt, click, and chamfer here, right? And we're good to go. Let's go back, awesome. And now we're gonna actually run from this one. So insert it, Q, Shift, Curve, Extract, run here. And we're gonna run it a little bit higher. And then we're going to apply this, run an edge here like that. Move this a bit higher, maybe make it taller. And then, not this one, EM macro here, select it and scale this, maybe run something here again, you know, something like this, and EM macro, boom. It's gonna be interesting. Run a bevel on this thing. Come on, sharpen, run a bevel. There we go. That's better. And this one could be actually quite wide. So grab this one here and E on Alt S. And scale this, and we're gonna have to combine it with one face, move it higher, and chamfer this, and we can create something here that's gonna be quite interesting like this, right? And just like a dome, boom, right? So we get this kind of refinery or whatever it is. Yeah, right? Really cool design. Here we could have something, so, you know, I don't know, let's just, we could just run something like this here. Is gonna make any sense? No. Hang on, let me think. I could use something here. I have an idea actually. Let's select this one. And let's just curve extract it here. Let's insert it. And then Alt, Control I and remove the faces. Then let's just clean this thing from these edges and let's solidify it. Right inside, and you know, sharpen it, and then move it here, and we're going to difference this, okay? And I'm going to move it somewhere here, so it's in the middle. And then I'm going to run the cuts. I'm going to run the cut somewhere here, like this, and the cut somewhere here, and then go to N-gon. And I'm gonna run with this, you know, with our good old friend, maybe like this. Weighted normals, what's going on here? If you have something like this, it means that the connection between booleans runs in a weird way. So just do this, and it's gonna get solved. And same here, just connect these and you're gonna get solved. Each of the booleans needs two connections, yeah? So if the connection runs really in a weird way, the connecting edge, you're gonna have some shading problems, so just, you know, fix it manually. And here you can sharpen this and Blender's gonna crash again, so let's open it again. What the fuck is going on with Blender, man? A good thing is we changed the autosave to every 60 seconds, so it should be fine. So now, Control S and most recent, and where are we? Oh, that's not too bad. So where were we? Here on the connection, right? So boom, and done. Then let's sharpen this. Now it worked, perfect. Now we're gonna grab these edges, right? Why do I have double edges in here? What's going on here? What's going on here? Hang on. This is weird. Why do I have bevel baked in here? Oh, that's not good. Let's go back. That's actually what happens sometimes when you have B-weight edges running on a mesh. And let me just apply this boolean manually, remove the bevel, there you go, and just run sharpen, and then let's, see, and it applies this bevel. What the fuck? That's weird. Oh, there was a bevel, I know what happened. Okay, there was a bevel on the cutter, right? So if you're gonna recover the cutter, so Shift 2, see there's a bevel on the cutter, we forgot about that, so we need to remove the bevel from here, okay? You don't want to have bevels on the cutter, so that's what happened. Now sharpen should be fine, right? peachy. My bad, guys, I forgot there was a bevel Mikata because we copied the mesh from, you know, from this, from the object we were booleaning, right? Remove this one, so dissolve it, and we're gonna run, you know, edge here, like that, bevel, and same here, just nuke this, and, you know, run edge here and here, boom, and see, these connections are fucking diabolical, so we're gonna nuke them, and we're gonna fix this shit, because that's, you know, that's gonna be a bad day here, and just connect these, and what the fuck is going on here? Hang on, it's a double, it's a vert in here. There you go. Should be fine now, right? Cool. And technically you do the same thing in here, you know, so just grab these cutters, so ever scroll, and, you know, we could just apply it, so smart apply, and then select these, just let's clean it with 3, and then select these, and then select these, right? And select these 2 and these 2, and bevel them, and it should be fine. And the rest can be, you know, mirrored, right? So it's mirrored, so we're good. Okay, peachy. And, you know, this could be it. Now here in the front could have some terminal, so could just grab a cube and move it in here, and, you know, make it a little bit more flat, and just drop it down here, right? And have some, you know, terminal, so apply scale, and maybe, you know, make it round, and drop some chamfer here, and, you know, apply some bevel, and we could have some interesting cuts here to create kind of like a door or something. So one cut here like this, and press B for bevel, and go in, press T to solidify this, and then we're gonna cover the cutter, right? We're gonna go to edit mode, so go to edit view, select everything, shift D, right, and then G and Y, and move it in here, and Bob's your uncle, you don't have to do anything, it's auto cut, yeah, cool. And then we're going to apply this, so sharpen, and then select these two, and then L, you see that, yeah, and then P selection, and then we can cut them, yeah, individually here. There's the front view, there you go. Let's grab a square, select these two here, and we can just get on some cuts, you know, on this one, right? So some cuts here, boom, some cut here on the top, whatever, and maybe one somewhere here, or maybe somewhere here, I don't know. Something like this, right? And weighted normals, peachy. Could even slice the top here just for fun, right? And maybe have some kind of a, you know, device here on the rooftop. Maybe some kind of you know, some kind of cables, whatever. One more time. J and E, space. Apply this. Grab this. Insert it. Not too much, because you're gonna collapse the bevels. So insert it, extrude it, boom, right? And then we give some cables. Shift Alt C with cable editor. If you don't have a cable editor, again, get it because it's a good add-on. Run a cable here, S to scale it, and then press Q to run another cable, and, you know, boom, Q, boom, Q, and, you know, something like that, and you're done. And yeah, very quickly you got something interesting, right? So now we need some floor here, so let's just, I don't know, slice it like this maybe. Press B, press V for, what do you call this thing? Array, B one more time because we want to bevel this, right? And then V, something like this, and X and slice it, and then we need one more here. So we're going to run one here, B, and then V, and scroll your mouse because we don't need that many, and then B, and make it a bit rounder, and then X and slice it, and then mirror this to the other side, mirror this one to the other side, and this one, right? And Bob's your uncle, and this one also needs to be mirrored, boom. And then we just select all of them, right? And then go to here, operations, multiplier on the bevel, and run weighted normals, right? So, and you're done. So we got this, and here, you know, we have some kind of a pad in front of it, just saying, you know, just for fun, right? Sharpen, sharpen, done. Cool. So we got our environment, now we can actually have some fun. So let's go to end panel and let's just save it so we're not going to lose it. And we're going to go to Material Works, and now the fun begins. This is actually a still beta version, so, you know, there could be some issues, right? So let me grab a floor here. Let me grab a floor here too. And let me just grab, maybe we're gonna grab some mat in here, like a rubber mat, whatever. You know what I mean? This will do, right? And we can actually increase the scale. So let's go to transform and let's work with the scale a bit, you know, it's gonna be a bit bigger. So here we're gonna add edge wear, like you see, there's already some wear on this and some wear on the edges. So you can actually, you know, determine, for example, how far you want this edge wear to. Let's just actually increase sample to 16, and then how far you want this edge wear to go, what kind of type of edge wear you want. There are different types, etc. Right? There's a lot of stuff here. You can also keep stacking the maps. So for example, you can do something like this. So get some stains, and then we can get some rust on it. Let's go to rust C, and you know, and you got yourself a sick floor. Do you see what I mean? And then we simply, you know, copy the mat here. So go here and, you know, copy the mat. Boom. This one could also have some edge wear here. So edge wear, right? And let's just stack some shit on it. You know. Sorry. Let's just stack some shit on it here. And then C, and you know, rust, right? Not on edge, on the, there we go. So it's kind of similar, right? So there you go. And then we're gonna have some metal here. So let's go to metal and, I don't know, coated titanium or whatever. And we could actually have similar mud here. So copy, right, and copy this. So it could be all the same mud. Right, so here, copy mat, come on. Okay, and then we're gonna add edge wear, right? And like I said, you can change everything you want. So let's maybe do this, and then let's add some, I don't know, some different type of, you know, wear here, like this maybe, right? Okay, you can change the scale too, so let's just, you know, go lower on scale. And then, you know, add some kind of like a wear and tear here. And maybe some, oops, maybe some more rust. So, you know, there you go. It's gonna be a bit more rusty. And this could be something interesting. So let's go metal and let's go, good question. Graphite steel maybe? And we can change the color here, right? So let's go to a different color and it's going to 10. And let's switch it to something, you know, something industrially yellow. But what we need to do is we need to switch the roughness here. So let's drop it and make it really rough, right? Okay. And maybe my metallic is fine, I think. And change the color here to something, you know, something industrial. Like this maybe, right? And then we can start playing with wear and tear. And keep stacking the all kinds of results in here. Maybe some dust, and then we can stack some rust. So you just go with maybe D, or maybe C is good. No, maybe B is good. There we go. And let's make a scale a bit larger. So, you know, scale it up, something like that, and you know, boom, whatever. And the edge wear could be here a little bit larger. So, you know, scale the edge wear so we can actually see this. Right, and there you go. And then, you know, these could be actually the same as this, to be honest. I can't be bothered, you know, with too many mats, but yeah. Copy mats, boom. Same here, I can't be bothered, so I'm just gonna copy mats, right? Okay, so we got that going on, which is peachy. Yeah, technically this could be the same color or whatever. Let me see how this will look. Yeah, that's actually pretty cool. Same with maybe the frame here. This could be the same color. And these could be, you know, titanium, whatever. Right? And these pipes, you know, I don't know, rubber or something. So we could just copy this one because honestly I can't be bothered. Right? Boom. And the floor, this one could be, I don't know, same as this one. It will work, yeah. So there you go. The scale could be a little bit different, yeah. So, just saying. But yeah, there you go, guys. You know, very easy. Maybe I could just run a rubber here. Yeah, I think this maybe this steel. Yeah, no. How about this one? That's a bit boring. Okay, let's do something different here. I don't know. Fucking rubber. There we go. You know, this will work and maybe make it a bit brighter. Maybe not as bright. And there's some wear to it and, you know, some dust. Let's grab some scale, make it really large. Right, so looks a bit more realistic, and some rust here too. Grab a scale, really massive scale. Right, there we go. That looks way better. Okay, cool. Now I'm happy. Yeah, and you know, you can keep stacking this thing in here, you know what I mean? So, we could add another wear layer here. Let's say we're gonna go with smudge, and we're gonna go with smudge B, smudge C. Actually, B could be good. So we got smudges. Looks really nasty. I love it. And let me see this edge here. We increase the samples. Sorry, where is it? Here. Let me increase the samples. There we go. And I can see this edge right here. Crouching. Make it wider. There we go. And less prominent, right? So you can get this edge on this thing. So this is like a really quick, you know, texturing with this new material works, but it's phenomenal what you can do with it. You can create some really cool, you know, cool designs, industrial or whatnot. It's very easy. This is of course overdone. I mean, I wouldn't be putting, you know, so much stuff on this. It's a little bit too much, but you know, I just wanted to show you what's possible. We're also gonna have probably color for the edgeware, so by the time you're watching this video I think the add-on's gonna be out anyway. So yeah, and then we're gonna have some, you know, decals, right? So let's turn off the box cutter and go with the decal machine, like so D, and let's have some fun here. So this is high pressure, this is not gonna work. We could drop this one. Project, and we're gonna run alpha. There you go. And we're gonna have a name on it. Say Koga. And make it black. Saturation, and make it black. Right. And you also could have some trim sheets. So let's say we're gonna have some trim sheet here. Now trim sheets work only when they're textured, so they need to be textured. But you know, you can have stuff like this, which is pretty cool. We're gonna be adding support for non-textured trim sheets next, but it's not out yet, so you need to be patient. Okay. Boom, another one. And you can just keep stacking these elements here, you know. Here we can run one on chamfer, or actually here would be cool. Let me see that on the other side, right? Yeah, maybe here. There we go. Maybe something like this. We could run something here. So, I don't know, maybe one of these. Actually, this one's pretty good. Right? And very quickly can, you know, texture the whole thing using decals, our trim sheets, and also material works, right? So there you go, guys. I think this should be, you know, enough for today. Let's just drop something on this, on the door here too. I don't know. Maybe this, you know, right? And pop it, and then just drop the alpha. You always want to drop the alpha on your decals. You don't want them to, you know, stick out like a naked guy in a pond with a duck on his head, you know what I mean? So, you know, go easy on the decals, right? You don't want them to go too crazy. Here too, we could have something, you know, I don't know, some lights, whatnot. We don't have support for months going over decals yet, so we need to be patient with that. This is gonna be coming next, but yeah. Here too, we could have something actually, something here, you know. Maybe some other sticker or some such. Yeah, container 07 or whatever, right? Adjust and project and make it black again, right? Saturation, boom, and black, do, yeah, right. And there you go, you know. That would do. Alright guys, well, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.